Hello everybody, this is Loki and welcome back to wright. So we're gonna go ahead and start on that trial. How did I get into this mess? That's far enough. You can't run forever. What have I done wrong? I cannot allow you to go on like this. Just a simple defense attorney. Silence. You are no longer worthy of your title. I've had this dream before someplace, some time ago. As if this day was written into my destiny. Today, I'll stand on court as a lawyer to prove the killer innocent. Speak. Hello, this is wright. You don't look too well, dude. You're gonna prove me not guilty today, right? If you please, Mr. Lawyer. Remember, it's not just me. Your precious friend's life is riding on today's verdict, too. Now listen up, you better get endured a guilty sentence, okay? If you get that creepy slime bag not guilty, I'll never forgive you, ever. Phoenix? Maya! Or Mia! Maya, how's Maya? I don't know. You don't know. She hasn't tried to channel me since yesterday. Mia, what am I supposed to do? Well, like I said, for a lawyer, the worst of times are when you have to force your biggest smiles. But you can't give up. There's still some hope left. Stop it, please. There's nothing left. Not here, not anywhere. She's trying to tell you things will go okay. Is that cursed injured again? Will you leave me alone? Look, don't call me anymore. I mean it. You're really mean, pal. Gumshoe, I'm really sorry. Where are you? They let me join the investigation team and we're chasing after the killer, pal. Then you have some sort of lead? Sorry, but right now we've got 0 leads on the guy. But we're not gonna give up. Gumshoe? Until the trial is over, until the verdict is handed down, we're going to do everything we can and find the killer. If we can get Maya out, then you can get endured the guilty verdict he deserves, pal. That's true. I could do that if they found Maya first. You got that? So you have to do whatever you can to make the trial last longer. I have to make the trial last longer? If you go at Mr. Edgeworth with everything you got, then you two can draw out. Oh, now I get it. I believe in you, pal. You and Mr. Edgeworth can do it. So, believe in us. We're going to give it all we got, just like you. Got it. Thanks, Gumshoe. See, everything's gonna work out just fine. Everyone's working hard together. Hey, Phoenix. You understand now, don't you? You have something money will never be able to buy. Friendship. It's the strongest weapon in the world and you have it in abundance. Yeah, if he never gives up and he works hard with everyone else, work as a team, then anything's possible. Looks like we're coming to the end. I have to make the trial last as long as I can. Gumshoe will come through, I know it. Court is now in session for the trial of Matt and Guard. Defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor. Now, as I recall, we concluded yesterday's session with a big mystery on our hands. The mystery being that what exactly Miss Adrian Andrews' role in this murder. That is to say, is she really connected to the crime itself? Mr. Edward, if you would please inform the court of today's proceedings. Adrian Andrews. She forged evidence that threw suspicion onto Mr. Andrade. Excuse me. And then proceeded to escape the crime scene by wearing a Neko Samurai costume. The guilt of these actions are those from which he cannot escape. Did you say that she's guilty after all? I'm not finished, Your Honor. Miss Andrews had nothing to do with committing the actual murder. I would like to direct the court's attention to this card. What is that? It looks like a shell. This is the calling card of a certain assassin. Assassin, you say? Yes, Juan Corrida was killed by a professional assassin. And the person who hired the assassin, his client, so to speak, is Matt Andrade. What a surprising turn of events! Yeah, that's very surprising, alright. He's like, I'm so surprised! I'd like to think it's become commonplace by now, Your Honor. I know what's going on this time, so I know that everything Edward has said is true. But we still have to hold out as long as we can. At least until Maya's safe and sound. I wonder how the trial will turn out today. Yeah, I wonder. Now then, please call your first witness, Mr. Edward. Prosecution calls the defense minor, Mr. Will Powers, to the stand. With his goofy smile. Now then, witness, your name and occupation, please. Oh, okay. I am Will Powers. I'm a poor, underpaid action star. And what is your relation to the defendant? Well, I guess I'm sort of a lousy mentor to him in a way, yeah. Mr. Powers, please, you don't need to put yourself down so much. Oh, sorry, well, I'm just kind of a nothing sort of guy. On the night of the murder, you visited the defendant's room. Is that correct? Yes. I didn't know that. But you know, I didn't actually get to see Matt when I went. All you need to do is answer what you asked. Now then, I would like to please testify about when you went to Miss Andrade's room. Okay, sure. Now he has a serious face on. He's got his serious face on right now. After a word ceremony, I went by myself to Matt's room. Matt was standing there in front of his room, still in his Neko Samurai costume. He was talking with someone at first. I thought it was the bellboy. I watched the two of them for a while, but then I gave up and went back. I had guests with me that night, so I couldn't make him wait for me. What a polite guy. I would have done the same thing. I would never make guests wait. Nothing sounds out of place in Mr. Powers' testimony. And talking with the bellboy is no big deal. If one assumed that the person Mr. Andrade was speaking with was an ordinary bellboy, what are you implying? Well, Mr. Wright, let's have a cross-examination, shall we? Looks like we're in another sticky situation. Huh? A trap. Can't you smell it, Phoenix? But for us to find out more, we're just gonna have to charge in head first, right? I guess we have to. Gotta do this. Okay, press on the fourth statement. You saw the two of them, the bellboy and the defendant, together, correct? Yeah, the bellboy just wanted to say congrats. Now, while you were watching the two of them, did you notice anything strange? You know, I did feel something weird. I think it was because Matt, well, he gave the bellboy a tip. A tip? That's perfectly normal thing to do. Yeah, that's perfectly normal. So, how long did you watch the two of them? Not more than a minute or two, I think. Okay, now I have to do the third one. At first, what do you mean by that? I didn't think he was a normal bellboy. And what was that? Why did I think that, Mr. Wright? How am I supposed to know? Hey, wait a second. Actually, Mr. Powers, only a few minutes ago you stated. You know, I did feel something weird. I think it was because Matt, well, he gave the bellboy a tip. Could it be that you felt something strange about the tip giving incident in itself? Ah, yeah, that's it. You really know your job. Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, Your Honor? This bellboy, he wasn't an ordinary one, was he? Perhaps we should let the witness tell us. Very well. Mr. Powers, please amend your testimony. You mean about the bellboy, right? No. Morgan Freeman, yes, the bellboy. So he gave the bellboy a tip. What's so strange about that? Well, you see, Matt's not a poor penny pincher like me. I was trying to figure out how much it was because the tip really shocked me. How much it was? But that's something when something happened even more surprising happened. The bellboy was putting the tip he got in his pocket. And that's when I got my first good look at the guy's face. I was really shocked. I'm afraid I don't follow at all. I'm so confused. Sounds like Mr. Powers was surprised twice by this event. I wonder which one of his shocking moments. Okay, let's see. The defendant is a huge star. He can afford to give generous tips, wouldn't you agree? I'm sure. Yeah, if you have like a lot of money, like it's okay to like give a generous amount. Because sometimes workers don't get paid enough. But giving him that much was maybe a little too much, I think. A little too much. Would you please clarify for the court about how much you would say the defendant gave the bellboy? Honestly, I don't know. I can't even begin to guess. Why is that? Because he gave the bellboy a really, really fat roll of cash. A roll of it? And he must be having a lot. Ah, well, how interesting. Certainly was a very generous tip, wasn't it? A very fat roll of cash. That could hardly be called a tip, Your Honor. The judge is beginning to look awfully suspicious of us. Okay, let's see. There's nothing I can really object to here. I mean, who can argue that fat roll of money isn't really odd? So, supposing that roll of cash was not a tip, then what was it? Payment, Your Honor. Payment? Isn't it obvious for the murder of Juan Carita? Then the bellboy witness saw. Yes, he was the assassin. Hold your horses down, Mr. Edgeworth. You don't have any proof of this, do you? Have I ever been unprepared to support my claims, Your Honor? I have here the card Shelly the Killer left at the scene of the crime. Shelly the Killer. He is the person the police's special investigation team has been chasing for ages. I'm certain that the person the witness saw was this very assassin, Shelly the Killer. Really? What's wrong with the power? No, nothing. Something just clicked in my head and I think I've just figured something out. Oh. Actually, I saw that bellboy again later that night. What? Mr. Powers, please testify. Please tell us what you saw. Yeah, tell us. Yes, sir, right away. This time I was in that hallway because I had to go to the bathroom. And that's when the bellboy I saw earlier came out of the room. Of course, when I say room, I mean Juan Creda's room. Now that I think about it, the bellboy did seem kinda out of place. Yeah, so he had to be the assassin. I'm sure of it. I mean... Thank you very much. That is all we need for now. Huh? But I'm not done. There's still more. Let us first establish that the bellboy was truly Mr. the Killer. Then shall we see. So the bellboy came out of the victim's room. And if that bellboy really was an assassin, then I think the answer is fairly obvious. That would be correct, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Wright, I believe it's your turn to entertain and make us laugh. Time for you to be the circus! Time for you to be the circus, you monkey! I have to go all the way back up here. There we go. Time to be part of the circus, you clown. This is no laughing matter. That's true, Mike. That's true, Mia. It's so true. No laughing matter. So what exactly was so out of place of him? Right. Why dance but grin? Maybe because I have no idea what damage you think he's gonna say next. Well, the bellboy was empty-handed. Empty-handed? That bellboy was one of those room service people, right? But he wasn't pushing a cart when he was holding a tray. Wasn't holding a tray either. You called that a little strange too, wouldn't you? I agree, that is a bit strange, Mr. Powers. True. But is it really that unusual for a bellboy to be empty-handed? Okay, let's see. Try to pull a fast one here. There's nothing strange or unusual about an empty-handed bellboy. But there really is. There really isn't. There really isn't. If you two are done being school children, bellboys are for room service. There's no reason for them to be empty-handed ever. Your Honor, I asked that the excuse me, that the witness's previous statement be supplemented with the new one. Edgeworth, are you going to do whatever you can to make the bellboy less suspicious? I see, very well. This court recognizes the grants and grants the prosecution's request. Mr. Powers, if you can amend your testimony, please. Yes, sir. Wine glass. I'm gonna do the wine glass. Objection! Mr. Powers? Yes? You're easily influenced by other people's words, aren't you? As soon as you heard that bellboy might have been the killer, you got caught up in believing it must be true. But, isn't he really suspicious? He got all those stitches and... So, a baseball has stitches? Are you saying all baseballs are suspicious because they have stitches? Well, there is also, I mean, what about him being empty-handed? I would like to ask the court to please take a look here. There's the juice and the bottle, the glass. This is the crime scene. There is a wine glass sitting at the Mr. Creda's body. The liquid inside his glass is the tomato juice. And now, if you will look at what is on top of the table in the lower right corner here, anyone can sincerely see that is the tray with the bottle of tomato juice in it. The bellboy just had Brett to Mr. Kurita's room. He left the tray in the room, which is why he was empty-handed when he left. But that would mean the bellboy had seen and left the dead body in the room. But you can you prove that Mr. Kurita was already dead at the time? Mr. Edgeworth? Yes. I blame you for leading me down this route. It's your fault, boy. It's your fault. You're fired. I'm terribly sorry. What is with him? What is he laughing? Is there one more thing you would like to share with us? Is there? The bellboy was empty-handed, or should I say empty-handed. I recall you had something interesting to say about his hands. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. Huh? What? It's like, why did I call off today? They don't pay me enough for this BS. The bellboy, he was wearing gloves. Gloves? Yeah, pitch black leather ones. All the other bellboys don't wear gloves like that, right? Black leather gloves. Why didn't you mention them earlier? Sorry, it slipped my mind. That always slip in your mind. Boy, does this make the bellboy look really suspicious. Alright, got the focus. I can't laugh here. So, what if he had gloves? A lot of bellboys wear gloves. Come on, Mr. Wright. That bellboy was wearing black leather one. So, a football made of leather. Are you saying all footballs are suspicious? That they're made of leather? It's like, what that's like, are you saying everything looks suspicious because they have such and such? But that man, he received a large roll of cash from the defendant. And then he was seen leaving the crime scene wearing black leather gloves. I don't think that even someone like myself can believe he was just another bellboy. It seems like we have finally come to an understanding. Now then, witness, please continue with the rest of your testimony. The rest? Oh yes, please tell us more. Okay. This one's the last one for Powers. After leaving Dwan's room, the bellboy went and knocked on Matt's door just like that. He gave something to the person inside the room. Then the old guy just left without even going in the room. After that, I went to the bathroom and then back to my seat. So, the bellboy, after leaving the crime scene, next went to the defendant's room? Yeah, I kind of saw that by accident. Some accident. I'd say you saw too much. And all of it was suspicious to high heaven. I think it's safe to say that we no longer consider this bellboy to be normal. Now then, let's get started, shall we? Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. Yes, Your Honor. Okay, time to do this. 2. I said hold it. Okay. That's better. What kind of statement is that? Please elaborate and give us a few more details. Oh, okay. Should I probably ask him one question at a time? Ask the person inside. So, who took this something the bellboy handed off? Actually, I don't know. What do you mean? I'm sorry, but I only saw the person's arm. Only an arm? Then you're saying you didn't see the person's face? Yeah. Well, it was Mr. Engard's room, correct? So, it could have only been Mr. Engard himself, I'd say. And then, what did the bellboy do after that? Oh, so after he gave the person inside the room the thing, I have to press on the same statement here. To ask about this something. You gave something to this person? Yeah. And what was this something? Huh. If I remember what it was, I wouldn't be calling it a something, would I? But this implied that something was removed from the crime scene. Are you sure you really can't remember, Mr. Powers? I think it was something kind of small. I would like to summarize the testimony up to this point, if you don't mind. When the bellboy left the crime scene, he immediately went to the defendant's room. There, he handed a small item of some sort to the person inside. As for the person who received the item, all you could see was the person's arm. Yes, yes, it was just like that. With Edgeworth. Is all this really important? Of course, Your Honor. I think this is of the utmost importance. This is when whatever was removed from the crime scene was handed over to the client. Mr. Powers, please try to remember what was the bellboy handed off. Well, let's see. I think it was no. If you remember, please add it to your testimony. Yes, sir. If I saw it again, I could say for sure. Let me see. Statue.
Objection!
Everyone's so quiet. What was the point of the paint? What's the point of that pause? Where did the objection come from? Well, speak up. What was me, Your Honor? What is it, Phoenix? I have a feeling that something bad is going to happen once I show this. Mr. Wright, if you have something to say, please spit it out. Yes, Your Honor. Okay, Phoenix. Deep breath. Mr. Powers, the something that you saw. Was it this item? Oh, hey, that's it. That's the something. Wow, Mr. Wright, you're really figured it out. I recall we found this at Matt and Jared mentioned at the defendant's house. What does it mean? It's simple, Your Honor. Surely the killer assassinated Rondrita in his room. Then he stole this wooden bear from the scene of the crime. Then the bear being found in Mr. Edgar's mansion would mean. It goes without saying, Your Honor. Mr. Edgar, the killer's client. Order, order! I said order! Mr. Wright, this is the most unfortunate turn of events for you. Yeah. Sorry, Mia. No, it's alright. Your judgment was sound. Actually, I figured the bear would come up. If not now, then it will have later on. Even if you hadn't shown it to court, I'm sure your friend Edgeworth would have. I almost forgot that he knew about it too. I think it's clear that there's no need for us to continue the trial. I can't let this happen. I have to do something. There had to be something we overlooked. Your Honor, a minute please? Yes, Mr. Wright? There are still a few points left that we have not fully explored. What are you trying to pull? Oh, well, we can't have that. Alright, Mr. Wright, what questionable point would you like to explore further? There is one thing in Mr. Powers' testimony that was very unclear, and that is the identity of the person who received the bear. Gave some to the person inside the room. I'm sorry, but I only saw the person's arm. As long as we don't know who that was that took that bear. What is it, Mr. Powers? If you're gonna scream like that, please give us a good reason why. Oh, yeah, sorry. Actually, so, I remember who took the bear. What? Really? I mean, I only saw his arm, but the arm. It was the Nickel Samurai's arm, I swear it. Gotta be kidding. Are you sure of that, Mr. Powers? Yeah, I'm sure it was the Nickel Samurai. Order, order! It looks like you've dug your own grave yet again. How many times is that today? I've lost count. So the person who took in this little bear with the nickel samurai. And, as we all know, Matt and Jared is the nickel samurai. Thanks to the defense, we've made that all clear. What am I supposed to do now, Mia? Help! You don't have time to act lost. You gotta find another angle to attack from this. Hurry! Now I will bring this cross-examination. Your Honor. Again, Mr. Wright. We have already removed any and all questionable areas of this testimony. It's about time you're removed from this court, Mr. Wright. I have to find something. Even more, no point will do. There are still questions left unanswered. What are you trying to pull? Oh, well, we can't have that. Alright, Mr. Wright, what questionable point would you like to explore further? I think it's fairly obvious that the bear itself is very questionable. The bear? The bear, Mr. Wright? It was found at Mr. Enjard's mansion. However, Mr. Enjard was arrested at the hotel at that night, which means that since the murder occurred, he had not a chance to go home. Oh, I think Your Honor has already figured out what I'm trying to say. It's not possible that was Mr. Enjard that took this bear to the mansion. That's true. Why, that's very true. We didn't consider there's no way time-wise for the defendant to have taken this bear home. Phew. You haven't got the best of me yet, Mr. Wright. Huh? I remember it clear as day. I remember what you muttered to yourself at Enjard's mansion. Killer and Mr. Enjard were working together, so to speak. And the killer was hiding at the mansion as a butler. What a bold move. The bear figurine was brought back to Enjard Mansion by the killer himself. When it looked like he was about to be arrested, Enjard had him do so. I assume because it would have been bad that the police found it during their investigation. Well, Mr. Wright, you've been quiet for a while now. This is too much. Isn't there anything I can attack at all? I think we heard enough. We now know why this bear figurine was at the defendant's mansion, as well as who it was that received the bear from the assassin in his room. Everything has become very clear. The client who hired the assassin to commit murder is Matt and Jared. I see no reason for this trial to continue, therefore I will now hand down my verdict. Thank you, Your Honor, for your understanding. You see, Mr. Wright, you cannot win against the truth, could you? I knew it would turn out this way. After all, what Edgeworth has stated was the truth. Any last objections, Mr. Wright? Well, do I? What should I do?
Objection!
There's only one way for me to drag this trial out. The only thing I have left is one dirty trick. Your Honor, right now we have these two reasons why to believe my client was his assassin. Reason number one, he accepted the bear figurine from the assassin. Number two, that very same figurine was found at Enjard Mansion. However, it's possible that's all work of a certain other person. What are you saying? What I'm saying is, it's possible a different person is the killer's real client. The real client? Yes. Is this all you have? Now then, Mr. Wright, let's hear your theory. Who do you say is the killer's real client and therefore the real murderer? Adrian Andrews? Yes, we already know that she tried to frame Matt and Jerry for the crime. By wearing spare nickel samurai costume. Ah, then the nickel samurai's arm I saw. It could have been very well been Miss Andrews. But what about Mr. in charge? If you could please recall yesterday's testimony. The defendant was taking a nap during the break period. That's right. Then, finding this figurine at Mr. Anjard's mansion, it was a well-laid trap set by Miss Andrews. Mr. Edgeworth, what is your opinion on this? I can't even begin to count the flaws in the defense's logic. Besides, in which there's no evidence to support it. However, I can't fully discount its possibility either. What's this, child? Come on, I can't believe so far as to pin the guilt on someone else. This is to save Maya. This is to save Maya. Even if the whole world turns against me, this is one fight I cannot give up on. Order, order, order! All disruptive parties will be forced to leave the courtroom. Your Honor. For the benefit of the defense, I'm going to play along with his what-if game. His what-if game, Mr. Edgeworth. The prosecution is prepared to challenge the defendant's theory. Mr. Wright, even you must have thought it strange and wondered, why would the criminal want this little wooden bear? He's right. The killer did suspiciously bring that bear to injured right away. Why do you ask? Is there something special about it? Absolutely. And I'm sure that once the court knows its significance, the true killer's identity will become crystal clear. Your Honor, the prosecution calls upon a witness who would clear all doubt against Miss Andrews. And who would that be? It's quite simple, Your Honor. Miss Andrews herself. See. Well then, the court will take a short 10-minute recess. Prosecution will prepare its witness at that time. Yes, Your Honor. Oh, I knew it was a good idea to hold her hostage, don't you agree, Mr. Lawyer? But I never thought in your desperation you tried to pin the guilt onto Adrian. I swear this demon will pay. Mr. Nick? Pearls? Where's Mia? I don't know. A really strong power suddenly called her away. A really strong power? Oh, Mr. Nick, your phone is from Gumshoe. How's it going? Have you been hanging in there, pal? Yeah, sort of. We just barely found something to latch onto. Phew, that's good. And what about you? Anything yet? Have you figured out what the killer and Maya are? We still don't have any leads, but... What? We don't have any more time! We just had one. Even a single clue would be really helpful. I was only able to come this far because I kept thinking to myself, I've got to keep the child going until Maya's been rescued. But I have just run out of luck this time. Is that our hope or not? A tent! Huh? A tent? I can see a circus tent. Mia! It looks like Maya was unconscious until just a few minutes ago. Soon as she woke up, she called for me. So was Maya that called you away? She's locked in a dusty little room right now. But I could see a circus tent outside the window about 300 feet away. Gumshoe! Is there a circus in town right now? There's only one, pal. The Berry Bitch Circus. Maya's somewhere within 300-foot radius of the main tent. What? Okay, hold on a second, pal. Hey, draw a circle on that map. About a 300-foot radius from the main tent. Hurry! And I can see a mailbox under the window just outside. Gumshoe, there's also a mailbox. No, okay, what else? What else, Mia? I'm sorry, but it was a very small window. I couldn't see anything else. It felt like I was in an old office building, maybe the 3rd floor or so. I heard her. An old office. Good stuff, pal. Okay, just hang in there. Just a little longer, pal. Wish us luck. Good luck. I'll call you later. So don't let your battery die, okay, pal? Maya's not hurt, right? She's in pretty bad state, Phoenix. She's being starved. Can't you please hurry? Looks like we're out of time. Are you alright, Phoenix? This is only a matter of time before Maya's rescued. I can do this. I just have to make the trial last a little longer. Am I able to save her? No? Yeah, I'll probably have to save after this part. Kurt will now reconvene. The killer, the man who murdered the victim, handed this to a client. From this, one obvious question arises why this particular item. Believe an answer to that question will provide us with the name of the real culprit. Alright, I think I did a headshot here for now. Let me just save real quick. So if you guys enjoyed the video, feel free to hit that like button below and subscribe for more videos to come. See you guys later. Bye guys.